Good morning, everyone. Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday. Let me get this microphone close so that you guys can all hear me. Happy Monday, the start of a new week and our inspirational coffee time together. I'm going to wait to see you guys join and say hi and love on each other because that's how we roll on a Monday. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Robin. Good morning. Welcome to the start of another week. And as you know, here we call ourselves the Money Family. We gather every Monday morning to kickstart the week in some high energy with some inspiration or just some nuggets around manifesting all your heart's desires. But usually we talk about money. And so let's just make sure that you're all here. Go, Chantel. That's right. Hello, Money Family. Good morning, Money Family. I love it. So as you guys are coming in and joining, I want to say, hey, Jackie, good morning. Just want to say again, thank you for joining me here every Monday morning. I was getting ready this morning and thinking, oh my gosh, I really love this. I love that we get together. I get all these downloads for you during the week, and then I get to share them. And thank you for showing up to hear them. And the next part of the fact that we gather here every Monday morning is that you're implementing the stuff that we talk about or considering it or journaling about it. I'm always a fan for having great conversations. I think that's amazing. Or reading wonderful books or listening to great lectures. I love it all. But truthfully, wisdom is knowledge applied. And the sweet spot is really when we take all the stuff that we've heard or we've been inspired by and we do something about it. We implement it in some way in our lives. So my heart's desire is, yes, we gather here every Monday morning and I absolutely love it. And my heart desire is that, we not only sit in a conversation, but use it to do something. So this morning, I'm going to be talking about waiting for manifesting. Woohoo! Hey, Lori. Good morning. Oh, look at all our friends from all over the world. Oh my gosh. Yorkshire. Good morning, Nikki. I love it. All right, you guys. So this morning, I got inspired to have this conversation when I went to boil some water recently to make my tea. And I thought this is how it works for me. I'm doing everyday stuff and I'll have this download, this inspiration where, wow, this is kind of like that. And I have lots of these. So bless your heart that you don't get to hear about all of them. But this one was really powerful for me because, when I observe what's happening in my life and I know what to come talk about, I kind of see it happening in my coaching program, where the people that I'm mentoring, that I work the closest with, that's where I see what's happening, and then I go, this is something to come talk about. Because if we're going through it, and as you know, like last week, this applies to me too. So if we're going through it, then I think it's going to benefit everyone in our money family for us to have a general conversation around this. Good morning, Amawami. I love Amawami. She says, good morning, Money Family. And then she puts like all the different signs, all the different currencies up. I absolutely love that. All right. So I am a fan of understanding why things happen. I think that one of the most disempowering things with manifesting is when we have to wait, when we're in the middle of, why isn't it coming? I've done all the right things. I've journaled, Tasha. I have a very strong visualization. I cry every time I do it. I say my affirmations 100 times a day. I am making sure my energy is high and I'm in alignment. And yet I'm still waiting for this thing that I really, really, really want to manifest. And for me, let me just tell you, by the way, none of us get away from that. So please don't sit there and think there's some guru singing at the top of a mountain that just closes their eyes and it's like a magic wand and they're manifesting. No human being gets away from the waiting period. Some things we don't have to wait as long for. You can observe, right? One of my clients, Ivana, was sharing in our group where she literally was walking in the grocery store, saw some Starbucks coffee on the shelf, and just had the thought, Oh, wow. It'd be really nice to have some coffee, have some Starbucks coffee, have like a really nice cup at home where I can make my coffee and enjoy it. And she just kept on walking. For whatever reason, she didn't make the decision to take the thing off the shelf and purchase it. She goes home, she's making dinner, I think. I can't remember that level of detail, but her husband says, or her partner says, I'm gonna run out to the grocery store to get one other thing, right? So he leaves, comes back, he's unpacking the stuff he purchases, and he buys her the coffee. He has come home. She hasn't said a word to him because she literally just walked past it, had the thought, and forgot about it. He comes back hours later from the grocery store all on his own and brings home the coffee. And that's what I mean. How many of you have had a thing like that where you thought about it and then out of nowhere you received it, like it manifested with literally no more effort from you, no further thought? That happens to me quite often. And so we know that we've had those. But what about the other things, the big things that we're desiring? Where are those? Why are they taking so long to show up? And so I know for a fact that everything under the sun has a reason for its existence. Like there is a master plan to everything. And for me, and I think for you too, if we understand why it's happening, if we can understand why, it removes that feeling of being disempowered or deflated or worried or anxiety or all the things that come along with I really want something, I'm manifesting all these other things, but this big thing that I really want isn't coming. And so that's why I want to have the conversation with you this morning about waiting. I want you to understand why we wait. Why does that show up as a part of manifesting? All right. So let's see. I have had this happen to me too. Okay, Jackie says yes. Yes, it happens all the time. My house manifested because I focused and had faith. Yay, Shamna, that's awesome. Oh wow, 111 people. Absolutely love that my angels are here. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I want you to take some notes this morning because I want to make sure that this is something that you write down so you remember it. Okay? Because I know, like I know, this is going to happen again in the near future, and you are going to get yourself out of the vortex and out of alignment because you need to remember this. Why we wait. There is a part of manifesting that we have no control over. We have no control over when it happens and how it happens. Zero. And the truth is, the more you detach from trying to control that part, is probably the faster you'll manifest. But what do? We get all caught up in, oh, when is it going to happen? I've been waiting for so long. Or I really want it to happen this way, and all my focus is on this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and it's not happening this way. And so I'm getting myself angry and frustrated and out of the vortex because I'm so focused on it happening this particular way only, because that's the way my little human self sees it unfolding, and it's not happening, right? And so one of the reasons why we have to wait is because we have attachment. So number one is it's attachment. We are attached to it needs to happen in this way and in this time, the how and the when. And I teach all the time, and you guys have heard me say it. In fact, if you've never heard me, or if you've heard me, write it down to remind yourself. The how of manifesting is not your part. That is not your part. And the more you try to interfere with the how and the when, is the more you take yourself out of alignment, and the more you what should I say? You just interfere with the process and you make it harder on yourselves. Now, here's the thing that causes us to wait is that this attachment, when you want something really badly, when you want it with all of your heart and you have a burning desire for it, I know to tell you that you need to be able to surrender and let go to the how and the when is probably the hardest thing I could ask you to do. But I am also telling you that if you are able to do that, you will not only enjoy the journey can you imagine enjoying the waiting period? Imagine that. If we could enjoy the waiting period, you'll not only be able to enjoy the waiting period, you actually allow the process to work in its magical way and come to you with ease. If you are able to surrender the when and the how, if you are able to release the attachment. So why am I waiting? Why does it feel so unbearable sometimes? Because I'm attached, right? So hold on, let me make sure that you guys are getting this. So I want you guys, all of you watching, I want you to type so that everybody sees, right? Number one, attachment. Learn to let go. I shared this in our coaching program where I was in Costa Rica at Christmas, and I literally went away for the only purpose of working on me and working on taking myself to the next level. And I do this. I try to do it at least once a year, but I went away and that was my intention of the trip. And so while I was there was this very important part of my life that I really, really wanted to manifest, and that was a relationship. And I've been, I took 2 years of no dating, and then I decided, all right, I'm ready to go. And this was an additional year. So 3 years. I'm at the end of almost the end of this 3-year period. And I'm like, all right, what's up? What's going on? And so I decide I'm going to put myself back on a dating site, and I go ahead with all the resistance in the world. I put myself on, and the first person that sends me a message turns out to be a spammer. Now I'm in Costa Rica and all my la, 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 like happy kumbaya, go lucky self. And this happens and it throws me way off. I mean, my energy, I am so angry. I'm so like totally off the deep end about this. I am yelling at God and the angels and everybody, right? The universe and all is getting my wrath over this. And I finally had the come to Jesus moment. For me, it's the come to Tasha moment. And I'm like, what's up with this? Why am I having to wait so long? God, I need you to tell me. I need you to give me an answer. I just need to know why. That's all I want. I just want to understand why. And the message I got, literally, I took my journal and I wrote that as a question. And the answer I got within, oh my God, definitely less than 5 minutes was, because Tasha, it is time for you to let go. It is time for you to let go of trying to figure it out, trying to see what else you need to do, trying to understand all this, trying to do something else. It is time for you to let go. And it was such a powerful message and exactly what I needed to hear. And as soon as I heard it, I knew it was true. Like, it was like, God had called my card. I knew it was true. I had so much angst about when and how and what else do I need to do? A lot of attachment. Okay. I think you guys got that. I think I said that one to the nth degree. I think you have it. All right. Number 2, why do we have to wait? Believe it or not, the waiting period is full of information for you and for me, for all of us. When we're having to wait, there is a reason, there has to be a reason why we are so powerful. The second we decide we desire something and we say yes to it, we've already manifested it. It is literally in the spiritual realm, in the energetic realm, it is done and on its way to us. So if the creator did not decided that we had the power to create anything that we desire, but decided that there needed to be some time in between, there has to be a reason for that. And when I looked at it, having mentored so many people and for sure having gone through this myself, I want you guys to know I am subject to this too. Having gone through this myself, another thing that I realized in that waiting period is it shows me all my limiting beliefs. And I want you guys to just think about this. When you're waiting and you're getting frustrated and impatient, what do you think it's showing you? It is showing you your limiting beliefs, that it's an opportunity for you to see where you still have some stuff to work on, right? And for me, the entire journey of manifesting, the entire journey of life, it's not about, oh my gosh, woe is me, I don't get to get what I want. It's about, what is this teaching me so that I expand and I go higher and it starts happening faster for me. And ultimately, it's like Deepak Chopra says, the law of least resistance. Ultimately, we get where we do nothing and we have everything. But we have to climb that staircase, right? And these experiences, when we're looking to manifest things and we're having to wait, these periods are teaching us what is getting in the way of us getting to that plane, that level where literally we just think and it's created, because we are all capable of it, right? So number 2, Lorraine says too, number 2 is it shows you your limiting beliefs. And one of them, for me, I know when this happens, I can see myself. I don't really believe I'm going to get it. That's what's surfacing. That's why I get impatient. That's why it's like the time allows me to see, like, because think about it. If I knew like I knew like I knew for 100% certain, my beliefs were 100% aligned with the fact that it is done and I am going to have it, I wouldn't be worrying. I wouldn't be getting impatient. I wouldn't be saying this is the waiting period. Like it wouldn't even matter. I'd be on to the next thing, right? So why are we in that period? What is it meant to do? It allows us to show our weak. It allows us to see our weaknesses and our limiting beliefs, the fears that we have, the limitations that the things that we're like, I don't believe I should get it. I don't really believe I deserve it. I've asked for it, but as time goes by, like I asked for it yesterday, it is now 2 days later, I haven't gotten it. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. Why? And some of the things that comes up is you get to put a mirror up and see yourself and the stuff that still needs to be worked on, right? Awesome. I love all the comments. Yep. Yes, surely that is so powerful. All right. Do you really have faith? Do you really have faith? The faith that you talk about so much. The fact that you say you believe in manifesting, you believe in the law of attraction, you know it's going to work, you know it's yours, all the stuff that you say, but in this waiting period, I don't like to use the word tested, but you get to make it true or not true. How about that? You get to make it true or not true in the waiting period. The waiting period is also an opportunity for us to practice gratitude. And I'm telling you what, it says in the Science of Getting Rich, when you're able to be grateful now, as if you already have the thing, that is true faith. Those are the people who manifest like on speed dial. When you're able to get to the place where in this waiting period, you feel it as if you have it so much, like it is yours, and you are able to express the kind of gratitude that you would if you had it, if it already came to you, if you already had the dream house, the dream guy, the amount of money you want in the bank, and there are days, I'm telling you what, lately in my life where I'm just I'll be driving for an hour in complete gratitude. On Saturday, I did that. I put on Karen Drucker's I'm So Blessed and the gratitude song for like most of my hour drive, just in gratitude, because I'm like, wow, I've manifested some of the biggest things that I desire in my life. Right? So when you can be grateful, like the way I was on Saturday while you're waiting, that's when you're in total faith. And the waiting period gives you the opportunity to grow your faith through gratitude, right? So that's the next one, is gratitude. When you're able to enjoy it right now as if you already have it, enjoy like whatever it is that you're waiting for. This is one of the things that we teach at our highest level of coaching, is how to enjoy the manifestation in the now, how to associate with that identity so powerfully that honestly, it doesn't even matter if you have it in the physical or not, because you are so tapped into that version of yourself that you literally get the benefit. You get the win-win of, I don't even yet have the house, but I'm able to enjoy it as if I did. And that waiting period allows you to do that. And by mastering that ability, by mastering the ability to live in the end as if it's happening now, I know that has amplified my manifesting. I'm able to put myself in all these different scenarios and I see things manifesting faster. And I know what's the other sweet spot of this, by the way, I never even thought that to share this, it just connected in my mind. The other sweet spot is I really am getting more and more to that place of doing nothing and things manifesting for me. It is wild. It is the wildest experience. I literally have been saying to a few people, I kind of feel like wow, I don't even know how to put it in words. Honestly, I can't, because everything I want to say doesn't feel like it really explains it to you. But it's like, it really is like being my own magician, I guess. It doesn't even do it. Because literally, you guys, there are things that's going on now where I'm like thinking about it and trying to resolve stuff, and then the solution is just showing up. It is wild. Right? So I know that that's happening because I've done all of this work that I'm sharing with you guys. And the biggest latest piece for me has been spending my time in the end. and that version of myself. And if I didn't have to wait for the manifesting, I wouldn't know how to master that. Does that make sense to you guys? Awesome. Ah, Lori goes, the end result. Damn it, it feels great to be rich. I love it. Yes, Lori, I love it. All right. So I want to give you this one last piece to bring this all together so that you guys really understand this and understand about the waiting period. And this was what happened last week when I was making tea. So I was making my tea and I was doing this several days that week. And I had this observation that it took a different amount of time. One morning I was rushing and I anticipated that it would take the same amount of time to boil the water as it did the day before. So it's like, oh, I'm going to run, take a shower, and in a few minutes the water will be boiled and I can make my tea and it'll cool down in time for me to leave. But this morning it took longer. And I was like, huh. So I realized this is the same thing as when we're waiting to manifest. Period, end of story. Water boils at 212 degrees. Period. Right? When the temperature rises to 212 degrees, the water will boil. And so that's like manifesting. It is going to happen, period, end of story. We are all going to manifest our desires. But here's what I realized. The day before, I had less water in the kettle, so it happened faster. The next day, I had more water in the kettle, so it took a longer time. Well, if I had the temperature lower, it would have been a different time, right? If I had less water, lower temperature, it would have taken longer. There are all these things that combine determine how long it takes for the water to boil. But no matter what, at 212 degrees, it will boil, period. So what I want to share with you guys is, for some of you, you're at 211 degrees right now. You're literally, it's like one of our clients, Dahlia, says, I can taste it. You're literally at 211 degrees. And I said this last week about what's the greatest tragedy in manifesting is when we're at 211 degrees and we've waited, we've done all the work to get from 0 to 211 degrees, but we allow our limiting beliefs and we allow our attachments and we allow our expectations and our ego and all our stuff to take us away from that one extra degree that was going to bring us our manifesting. Remember, you went from 0 to 211 degrees, and it's only one extra degree of heat that's going to bring the manifestation and allow the water to boil. But at 211, we step away. Isn't that a tragedy? I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but here's what I want you guys to do this morning in the vortex, because one of the things that happens is when we get together in this energy of each other in the money family, whether we're in our coaching program, one of the things that I love to do is I love creating groups. I love the group energy. I love when we're all like-minded and like-hearted and we come together. There's a magic that happens, and I want us to leverage that magic this morning. I want every single person watching to recognize that you're at 211 degrees, whatever it is that you desire. And this morning in the comments, and those of you that are watching the replay, please come on in, post, share this video with somebody, bless somebody with this, because it's not just for us. But when we get this stuff and we know that there's somebody else who could benefit, let's share it. This is why I come on every Monday morning, no matter where I am in the world, 8 a.m. Eastern, no matter where I am in the world, I calculate the time difference and I show up for you guys. This is my gift, and I'm asking you to share it, right? Share it with the people that you know that could benefit from this. And in this comment this morning, in the energy of each other, with all of us standing for each other, I'm going to ask you all to type just the one thing. If it's a relationship, type relationship. If it's money, type money. If it's your health, type health. If it's a job, type job. Whatever it is, if it's a new home, type it. Whatever it is that you are at 211 degrees, you've been waiting for, I want you to type it in a comment. You don't need the story, don't need the details, just type what it is. And I want us all in the energy of support of each other to just stand with each other, that we stay the course and we all get to our 212 degrees. That's what I want you guys to do. My dream home, a new home, money, business, clients. I love it. Every single one of you watching, I want you to just type your thing financially, want a new career, new great health, money, Jackie, moving, Lorraine, money, my own home. Yes. Health is at 211 degrees. I absolutely love it. Mildred, financial stability. Jan, business. Every single one of you. I have goosebumps literally all over my body right now. Every single comment that was typed, every single person that's at their 211 degrees, I raise every single one up in prayer. And I am grateful, as if you are all telling me right now, Tasha, you're not going to believe it. I wrote it on that live and it's manifested. I have that level of gratitude and happiness and joy for all of you because I know, like I know that it is done. It is manifested. All I'm going to ask you to do is recognize you're at 211 degrees and just hang on till you're 212 because it's done. It's coming. You have 1 degree, one little bit less. And now what I brought up for you this morning, you get to work on. You get to let go of attachment. You get to let go of worrying when and how. Get to let go of it. There's no reason. It's done. The water's going to boil, period. Right? You get to practice gratitude as if you already have it. You get to write that out all day today. How grateful you are that you manifested it. That is what I want you guys to do. I want you to say, you know what? I'm going to really believe this. I'm going to really stand for believing this. I'm going to, Tasha, instead of taking the day to worry about it, what I'm actually going to do is take 5 minutes and just enjoy, just close my eyes and see myself in that new house with the money that I have, that I've already moved, that I have great health, that I have that new job. I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm just going to enjoy it in my mind as if I already have it. Right? There you go. I love it. Cynthia, my new home. So with that, I am so grateful to all of you that typed and, just put yourself out there and stand for what you believe. Sometimes it's amazing. I keep thinking about what could I tell people I do so I manifested this or that. And I'm like, I don't know that I could quantify and just give you like a list of 2 things because there's so many things that I do. And that's why we have mentorship and we go on a journey for 8 months because it's probably going to take me 8 months to tell you all the things. But together they work and none of it is hard. None of it is hard work. It's really just a state of being and a state of mind more than anything else. But I just want to give kudos to all of you that typed this morning. Mwah. So proud of you for standing for your dream and standing for your desires. All right. So last week I asked you guys if you would type the word reminder. And I don't think that it worked for most people because we had to go back and fix that. But this morning, I know it will. So go ahead and type the word reminder in the comments. What that's going to do is going to send you a message from me in your Facebook Messenger. So you want to check Facebook Messenger, see the message from me and type, just respond to, yes, I want to be reminded when Tasha goes live. And that will send you a reminder 15 minutes before we go live next Monday and take you right to the video, which makes it really easy. All right. So type the word reminder in the comments and then jump over to Facebook Messenger, check your Facebook Messenger, respond and say you want to be reminded. And I'll see you all here next Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern for some more amazing time together. I love you guys. Have a great rest of the week. 211, 1 more degree. Bye, everyone.